Everyone, and welcome back to Night Combos.
Welcome back. Hubby's here.
Yeah, hubby's here with us. Thank you so much, hubby.
You're welcome.
Y'all, we've gotten 2 more super thanks that we wanted to say thank you so very much for. And our little YouTube family and everything on here has grown to a little over 2,330. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just wanted to say, of course, thank you all so very much. Thank you so much to all of the subscribers that's been with us from the very beginning all the way to now, and all of our new subscribers. Thank you all so very much. We're gonna do this video on Dipjip, and it's gonna be a little jumbled because she's just trying to be all over the place since she's not really able to post stuff on her public TikTok pages and stuff like that. She's not really supposed to be posting stuff on that much anymore. So she's trying to, kind of go into people's comments and leave comments of stuff. She's also using people to do her dirty work by proxy, like Bree with the no facts is one of the huge big ones that she's using. But y'all, she has done something very serious, like we were saying in our last video that we were going to talk about. And in our last video we talked about how she posted that post of her supposed baby, if that we don't know if she's had this baby or if she was never pregnant at all. Like a lot of y'all we've talked to and read the comments of and everything, y'all all believe, kind of like I've always believed from the beginning, she wasn't pregnant, or either something might have happened or something. But either way, I know this is going to be a little bit of a jumbled up video. I mean,
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, like, Avi and I both tried to put this together a little better where it could flow together, but it just might not flow so very well because Dipjip, like we said, has been using people by proxy to do her dirty work, and she's also been popping up in people's comments, and there's just been a lot going on that she's been doing that we're going to get into. And it also brings up the Harris family, and we're gonna be talking about them in another video. We're going to talk about them a little bit in this video, but people have said, and we've gotten a couple emails saying that people would like Dipjip and the Harris family, or Allanah Harris, to be like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Compared.
Compared. My mind. My mind just went completely blank, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, they're wanting them to be like compared to each other, and to see if there's any comparisons in the two stories, in Gypsy's story and in the Harris family story. And we've heard some people say, we really can't compare the two because, Gypsy wasn't really abused, and the Harris family little girl, Daisy, was actually abused. So, it can't really be compared, but it kind of can, y'all. It can be compared in a few different ways. So we're going to talk about that in a separate video where it can be compared. And we're also going to be looking into the Harris family and posting videos about just that and stuff, as well as all the other stuff we've been working on. We'll be posting that this week and over Thanksgiving and all of that. We'll have all that stuff posted up for y'all and stuff to look at. But yeah, they actually can be compared in a few different ways. So we'll be talking about that in a different video. But let's get started on this one and the huge thing that Dipjip done. Since Bree wants to be one of Dipjip's biggest advocates, then we wanted to start out with a little something funny first, and then show y'all something, and then we're going to get into this huge thing. So here we go. Okay, so we had to start with CJ doing this imitation of Bree, y'all, because nobody knows Dipjip except for Bree, okay? Which we all know isn't true. Anyway, y'all watch this.
I am so heartbroken right now. Being friends.
The way he had to go and take a big breath, it was so funny. That's exactly what she did.
With Gypsy Rose Blanchard has helped me to see the world in a way that I never would have otherwise. The empathy I have for people that are celebrities or in the public eye has grown tremendously.
Not.
So the person who took this post off of our private Facebook and passed it around, fuck you. Sincerely. And I hope Gypsy finally figures out who this person is and gets them off of her page.
I guarantee it's going to end up being Brie. I just can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know for 100% fact. It's just my opinion. But I can't wait for that to come out.
None of you have talked to Gypsy personally, privately, about life.
We'll see about
None
that.
of you have sat there and heard her just express how much she just wants a normal life. None of you know the pain that she still goes through. None of you know the healing that's still taking place in Gypsy's life. None of you have gotten a text message from Gypsy at 3 o'clock in the morning saying she just had a nightmare. None of you know Gypsy the way that people who actually love her know her. None of you know a damn thing other than what you hear on social media. I am...
Okay, y'all. Now look at this. So this is from Authentically Nadatha's page. And y'all remember, she was actually cellmates with Dipjip when Dipjip was in Chillicothe. Not just in the same prison or in the same block or whatever. She actually shared a cell with Dipjip. And she put at the beginning of this, Gypsy knows her private page will still be leaked. It just makes her look like she's doing right. And then she plays the video, which is true. Dipjip knows that the stuff she posts on her, quote, private pages is still going to be leaked, but she's doing it on purpose to get attention and to also use people like Brie by proxy to do her dirty work. But y'all listen to this.
Out there and heard her just express how much she just wants a normal life. None of you know the pain that she still goes through. None of you know the healing that's still taking place in Gypsy's life. None of you have gotten a text message from Gypsy at 3 o'clock in the morning saying she just had a nightmare. None of you know Gypsy the way that people who actually love her know her. None of you know a damn thing other than what you hear on social media.
You know, the insecurity part you definitely had just hammered to the nail. But the thing is that in there, she wanted to be liked so badly. She wanted to be the center of attention. She wanted to be idolized. She wanted to be the it girl. That never changed. That what changed is that it didn't work. And she's feeling the repercussions of that. But this is not the first time that she's felt the repercussions of that. Because she also tried the same thing in prison. And it didn't work. And she cried, and she got her feelings hurt, probably quite a bit. Until she found a clan where she belonged. Felt like she belonged, where she felt like she could be Queen Bee. She has always chased attention. Always. She was like that in there. She's like that now. Nothing's changed. Nothing. I think what ultimately is the biggest factor for me of nothing has changed is the fact that I remember watching her Files interview where she said, he did it. He's the one. I don't identify as a murderer. He's the one who did it. He would have never done it had she not asked him to. Or manipulated. Like, all the evidence is out there. We know the truth. But it's the fact of she's still wanting to be somebody that she's not. Okay? It's called narcissism. And I'm super sorry that you've been sucked into that and made to feel sorry for her. While the rest of us do not feel sorry for her and think that she should take accountability for her actions in every aspect of life. The words that should have came out of her mouth about Nick Godejohn was that she was extremely sorry that she got him into this situation, and then her heart goes out to him, and the sympathy that she has for what she has done. Nothing else. I know her. You can't convince me any otherwise. Not with your tears, not with your pleading, not with your shame on you, not with your hateful videos. Nothing that you say or do will change what I know to be true about Gypsy. She is extremely self-absorbed, and unfortunately that always backfires in her face, and she never learns her lesson.
Y'all listen carefully to this part.
People doing Suboxone in prison, I want to do that too. People having tricks on the phone, I want to do that too. She always wanted to be a part of whatever was going on in there. Always. Loyalty, she had none. People stayed away from her for a reason. You're sucked in to feel sorry for her, and then in the next breath, you're being told on. If she wants to go live a private life, I say kudos, go do that. And I really don't understand. I knew this would happen. That's the crazy part, is that I knew that even though she said she was going to have a private profile, every bit of that was going to be leaked. Because, come on. And also another part of me thinks that she knows that. She absolutely knows that. It's a way of making her look good. It's a way of maybe appeasing the PO's office or whoever, right? But she doesn't actually want to come out of the media's eye. If she did, why would she be doing a second season of Lifetime? She wants people to feel sorry for her. Is that completely her fault? Probably not. She is operating in what she's been taught her whole life. I'm not saying that Dee Dee is completely innocent in the things that she taught her daughter. Not at all. But does that mean that she deserved to be unalived? No, not at all. However, at some point, we have to grow. We have to take accountability for our own actions and start adulting. Break the cycle, get off the merry-go-round, break generational curses, and do something different. And her entire circle does nothing but encourage her to continue in the behavior, babies her, and finds ways to say that this is okay. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If she wanted a private life, she would have never done Lifetime. She loved the attention in there, and she still loves it out here. And no amount of tears Brie can cry for a person that she thinks she knows will make me believe otherwise. Because see, when you're around people that you think don't really matter, when it's not for the cameras, for the podcast, for the television series, for the magazines, for PR and damage control, and you're in DOC and you just really let your hair down, you tend to expose who you really are. Remember, the same way you feel about her right now is the way that Millie felt about her too. The same way Jessica felt about her. She knew going private would not be private.
Out there and heard her.
So, y'all heard that, right? So, y'all look at this picture. We told y'all it was going to be a little jumbled up. But y'all look at this clip that Brie posted and tries to explain and give excuses for what Dipjip is doing. Like y'all heard Nadatha just say. Give Dipjip excuses for what she did.
Apps like FaceApp, TikTok.
No, girl, this is not just any app. Look, see, it's two different pictures. You have to get it perfect. That way it can match up perfectly so you can see what it looks like once you clear out the other picture. The bottom one's the original one. The top one is Nina's. Now, once you get it perfect, that's when you can do the...
First of all, wait a minute. Back that up. Okay, she's trying to say that Nina altered this picture and that this top picture, like this picture would be Nina's picture, and then this picture over here would be the original picture, right? Right where this white line is, that goes down the picture right there. She's saying on the left side over here is Nina's picture, on the right side is the original picture. Already, but before she even goes any further, y'all still see this right here. The wrinkles in the shirt because the chest is pulling the shirt forward. Just keep that in mind.
Once you get it perfect, that's when you can do the overlay feature.
And it's funny that Brie would know how to do all of this.
Whatever it is. And you basically make that top one go away. The blending mode. That's what it is. Blending mode. Now watch. It's going to disappear and, well, Nina's going to disappear. That picture, the top one, and the bottom one, the original one's going to get smaller right there. See? And look. When Nina comes back, boom. Nina goes away.
Okay. Now let's pretend, just for a second, that Nina even did this, which I really don't think that Nina did this. I don't believe that she did. But even, let's just pretend, just for a second, that Nina did do this. Which, why would she care to do this? Why would you have a reason to do this? If Nina did do this, you're saying this is the original picture because Nina's picture just went away, right? Okay, this is the original picture here. You not see a problem with that? Really?
It's still wrong no matter what you do.
Yeah, but, okay, as a man, as a man, as a father, if you were Ken, or if you were you, and I took our unborn child, and done something like this, what would you do?
I mean, like I've said before, I would absolutely be doing something about it.
Yeah.
I'd be getting it taken down.
Exactly. And the thing is,
Or I wouldn't have let it happen in the first place.
well, yeah, I was about to say you wouldn't have let it happen anyway. Like, but I would never do this anyway. But the thing is like if Nina done this, and this is the original picture, that is still an overdeveloped child. And you can say, oh well girls, start developing between the ages of 8 and 12 and da 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 da, all you want to and everything. That's fine. Matter of fact, in the previous video, I talked about how my chest really did develop. When I was 12, it was like I woke up one day, boom, my chest was huge. My body grew into it eventually a little bit, but I've still always had a bigger chest. But I was 12 and it wasn't put all over social media. For one thing, I remember my grandma and my aunt sitting in at the kitchen with me at the table or whatever, and joking a little bit about it for like a second, and that was it. But it was literally only the three of us sitting there. It wasn't like it was around a bunch of family or anything like that. It wasn't posted on social media, nothing like that. They were just saying, it looks like you're going to be like the rest of us type of thing. And then it was done and over with. But I don't believe that Nina would alter this picture to make the top part of this little girl look even more overdeveloped, because it already looks overdeveloped. Y'all look.
Nina comes back.
Okay, now she's saying Nina's picture comes back, and here it is, and then she'll say Nina's picture goes away.
Nina goes away.
And y'all can tell how y'all can see the chest moving up and down just very, very slightly. You can. But the original picture is still overdeveloped. So what do you think you're proving here, Detective Bree, like you think you are? If you want to be a detective so bad, why don't you go to school to become a detective? You can't, because you wouldn't pass the psych exam. You wouldn't pass the psych evaluation to even be a guard in a jail, much less be able to be a detective.
Now, anything else you would like to tell me?
Exactly what I just told you.
Make that top one go away.
Y'all look at this one more time real quick.
Blending mode. That's what it is. Blending mode.
Funny how she knows all this.
Now watch. It's going to disappear and, well, Nina's going to disappear. That picture, the top one, and the bottom one, the original one's going to get smaller right there. See? Now look. When Nina comes back, boom. Nina goes away. Nina comes back. Nina goes away.
When Nina goes away, that little girl is still way overdeveloped. And if Dipjip was posting this just simply because she wanted to see if the child was going to look like her or Ken or whatever, why wouldn't you simply crop the picture up to like right there or something? Like y'all can see where, sorry about that. Y'all can see where I just drew that blue line. Like, like from right here up, just to show this part, the face. Well, why would you show to right up under the chest area? Why would you do that? That it makes no sense. It's not even like this is a full body picture from head to toe of a girl, standing at like a river with some water in the background or whatever. This literally is a picture zoomed in from right up under the chest area, to about the belly button area. There's something still so wrong with that. Okay, so we told y'all this video is not going to flow together completely perfectly, okay? Because Dipjip is just a mess, okay? So sometimes a video about her is just going to be a mess. But do y'all see this right here? We just showed y'all a picture the other day. 420 Mimi posted this on TikTok 23 hours ago, so one day ago. Okay, she posted this. And this is Dipjip. And this is someone posting, I'm freaking out. Look who came in, whatever, however you say that. Kinley Boutique today, Gypsy Rose. That's not something to be excited about. Just saying. But look at this. And Dipjip's face. Like, she looks... Like, look at the dark circles under her eyes. And we know in most of all her pictures, she uses a lot of filters and has makeup on, all that stuff. And, you know, we get, you know, you're not always going to look your best when you don't have your makeup on and all that or whatever, you know, for some women. But, like, she's been seen before without makeup on and didn't look this bad. And I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah,
But,
she's looking rough.
yeah. I mean, you can see the dark circles under her eyes. You see where her face is breaking out. I mean, something doesn't look right here. Y'all get that? And you see how thin she looks as well. She definitely doesn't look pregnant. Something isn't right here. I don't know if she's done got thin. Maybe she's had the baby, or maybe something else happened. I don't know. But something ain't right here with her look. Maybe it's, you know, she's depressed and down or whatever because Kenny boy's not in the picture. Who knows? But y'all, she's looking rough because remember this? So this is a picture of her at her baby shower with Kenny boy. You know, remember this? And, you know, y'all just seen Bree's nice editing equipment that she has and knows how to use, which we showed y'all a picture in a previous video how it looked like in this picture of her and Bree. Like, Bree literally edited Dipjip's stomach to make it look even bigger. And you just seen how she can make something look bigger and smaller, bigger, smaller, okay? Y'all just seen that. And y'all can see here how it's blurred along Dipjip's pink dress, or pink moo-moo. And y'all, that's not my words, that's really what it's called. Her pink moo-moo. Y'all see that as like that blurred line? Like maybe Bree felt like she needed to make her look even more pregnant. I don't know, but she don't look that big in this picture of her and Ken. So I don't know. Something doesn't seem right though. I know that. And she has makeup on here and everything, and still her face is looking a little rough. And I'm not trying to just to be mean or anything like that. I'm not saying that. Again, like I've said, you know, some women, you know, can not feel their best or not look their best or whatever without their makeup on and stuff like that, especially if you're not, you know, washing your face properly, or, you know, taking care of your skin like you're supposed to when you take your makeup off and put it back on, and, you know, the whole nine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all women know what I'm talking about. But there was this on Saturday, and then her baby shower was on Saturday, and then that very next Thursday we showed y'all this picture of her at the mall with some guy and his little girl taking a picture with Dipjip. And even though she's holding bags in front of her stomach, y'all, her stomach is flatter. I'm sorry, it's just flatter. You can see where she's wearing this bag, you know, crossed over her body, you know, and I don't know, her stomach just looks flat. You can see if you look kind of, I mean, if you're looking like right here in this area, and then you're looking like right here where the clear part of the bag is and stuff, or where there's no bag at, I mean, there's just no belly there. Just none.
It looks more flat.
Yeah, and also, again, her face. Do y'all see that? Her face, again, is looking just really rough. And again, maybe it's just that she didn't have makeup on and she couldn't control this picture, so therefore a filter wasn't used. Who knows? But I mean, if you're filtering your face that much, which we know she does, that's wild. What do y'all think about this? The way, you know, she's gone from supposedly having this huge belly to absolutely none just days later. And, you know, like some people have said, oh, well, she could have had the baby, but she was having her baby shower Saturday, and then this was the very next Thursday. So if you had the baby, you know, I mean, that's at least, okay, say you didn't get an epidural or anything like that at all, and baby's completely healthy and fine, and you're completely healthy and fine, and you delivered naturally without a C-section or anything like that, then, you know, you're looking at least about 24 to 48 hours in a hospital, you know. But if you didn't use an epidural or any type of medicine to deliver or anything, you more than likely get to go home, you know, like the next day, the following day. So say she did. Even then, why would she be out and about? You know, like going to the mall, walking all around, out at this boutique, walking all around and shopping and doing all this stuff instead of being at home with the baby. And even if you didn't use any medicine and you did deliver your baby and everything, you would still want to be at home with your newborn baby. This just doesn't, I don't know. This just doesn't seem right. It seems real weird, y'all. It seems real weird. And speaking of where Dipjip's baby went, whether she had it, whether I don't know, whether she was never pregnant, whether who knows? Who knows, y'all? Her baby bump has disappeared and reappeared so many times, different sizes and all that. It's not even funny. But y'all take a look at what she did right here.
Don't you have a preemie baby to worry about? Take care of your baby before they end up unalived. Gypsy Rose, I know this is you. By the information you provided, and because who else would send this kind of ret to a baby? It's from you directly or it's from you by proxy. So Gypsy Rose, allegedly, must be showing her third grade education here. Because remember, when she posted this, law enforcement was able to track the IP address to Nicholas Godejohn's house, and that's how they were caught. Who sends unaliving rets to a baby?
Just to be clear, y'all, she's saying rets. But y'all can put together what she's meaning.
Oh. So recently, allegedly, Gypsy Rose was in trouble with her parole officer, Josh Becknell, for things like
She's
this.
it all out there.
For things exactly like this, and much worse. And I have Josh Becknell's email address. You think I'm scared of you? Baby, I'm from Texas. Don't you have a
But that was Lauren Sheree's video, and Justice Junction reposted it. Everybody in the comment section is up in arms over this, but Lauren Sheree has said that she has taken it to authorities like she should. Right here in the comments, Lauren Sheree said, "Thank you, friend. I reported this and it's being investigated." And Justice Junction said, "Good. Hope your little one is doing well." And then we commented just to say, hey, we were going to use this in a video later on our YouTube channel. We're already looking into this anyway. But we also tried to let her know on one of her other videos, we commented to let her know that we have his cell phone number if she did want that. She may already have it. We don't know, but she did say that she had his email address, so we let her know that we had the office number, office number, email address, cell phone number, anything and everything to him and his director, as well as Missouri and all that, if she wanted that information. Because this right here is nothing to play about. You don't play about something like this. So I hope that if this is found to be Dipjip or one of her little minions doing her dirty work by proxy, like we've said that she's doing, I hope they get caught, and I hope charges are pressed against whoever done this, whether they're involved with Dipjip or not. I truly do, because you don't do that. You don't say that about a baby. Here's just another example of Dipjip using Bree for her dirty work, using someone for her dirty work by proxy, and using Bree to post these messages that Gypsy received from Ryan, which is absolutely crazy. Because like you were saying the other day, what was it?
If Ken continues to stay with her, he absolutely deserves her.
Oh, yes, it can't, yeah. And especially after this, with this whole baby picture thing, this whole AI thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's really screwed up. So, if he goes back to her, if he is back with her after them breaking up or whatever, then he freaking truly deserves that craziness. He really does. And Ryan, he done a whole live to explain these messages away, saying, "You look so good as a brunette, ... miss your voice, ... I do." And he messages with a lot of ... all the time. He done that when he was messaging with Kesh on TikTok. But anyway, then he goes on to say, you, ... you still have my heart. I still only have eyes for you. Gypsy Rose, you really are the most beautiful woman in the world, ... And we've seen with Kesh, if he's ignored, he'll continue to send messages. But that doesn't mean that Gypsy didn't erase any replies before she sent it to Bree to make it look like she didn't say anything, to make it look like Gypsy didn't say anything back to Ryan. So we don't know if Gypsy really did or didn't, but she probably did because she enjoys the attention too much. But I don't know why it's Bree's business to post any of this anyway, and she wanted to make a whole video saying that it was a them thing and we all need to stay out of it. Well, that would include you, dingbat. Freaking Bree the dingbat. Maybe that's what she should call her channel. Bree with the no facts or Bree the dingbat. Really, because Girly Pop wants to talk about other people talking about Gypsy and covering Gypsy content and stuff like that, when she literally does it all the time. Then has her minions like, who I call Aubrey Strawberry, because I don't like calling her by her real name, but whatever. Aubrey Strawberry, wants to be all up in the comments, and Dreamer and all the little minions that Bree has saying, y'all don't know Gypsy, y'all just jealous, y'all don't know Gypsy. Well, maybe that's why y'all sit up for 24 hours at a time on Bree's live on the panel just to get any little information on Gypsy y'all can, because y'all don't know Gypsy. So when y'all think that Bree is talking to all of us out here and all the creators and everybody, she's actually really talking to y'all as well, and y'all just look dumb sitting there supporting her because y'all know y'all don't know Dipjip either. Y'all never met her, y'all don't know her. So when Bree's talking bad about everyone else not knowing Gypsy or never meeting her and blah, 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 never talking to her, don't know the real her, yada, yada, all that BS that spews out of her mouth, she's actually talking about y'all as well, and y'all are too dingy to see it. Anyway, here's an illustration from Dipjip's book, and y'all can read this comment up here at the top for yourselves. Well, I'll try to read it, but it says, Gypsy always says she never did the act, but she put the jabber in Nick's hand. The way I think is she used Nick as a tool. So yes, Gypsy, you did the act, which I agree with. Absolutely, she absolutely did. And then y'all can see this illustration. I'm going to read it for you first. So over here to the side, it says, excerpt from, quote, released by Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Melissa Moore, and I don't know how to say that person's last name. Y'all forgive me, but regardless, that's not the point. Anyway, the excerpt says, one of our assignments in ICVC was to illustrate what our crime looked like and the impact it had on the victims. This is a picture of my Habitat for Humanity house in a frame. The frame is cracked. In the shards of glass are all the people who were affected by my crime, who found out that the people they loved and cared for were all a facade, and it was me using a hammer to break the picture they had in their minds. On the hammer, I have Nick's name, seeing him as a tool for doing this. Taking accountability, not hiding excuses. This is what I did. Why I did it didn't matter. The thing is this would have been helpful during his trial. Hopefully that this all coming out now will be helpful to get Nick clemency. So she's got written right here, my hand. You got that wrote right there. And then that says Nicholas. And then y'all can see these drawings of like little faces in the shards of glass. Okay, and then when you move the picture over just a little bit, you can see that the house, she had to have help drawing this, in my opinion. I don't think that Dipjip would have been able to.
Yeah, she had to have had help. No,
I don't think she would have been able to draw this. But y'all can see that this is the crack she's talking about right here in the picture. The picture's cracked and all that. You can see cracks all around it. But that's Dee Dee and Gypsy and the picture. Sorry if y'all heard that. That's our neighbors' kids. They'll come over and play a lot of times in our yard and their own yard. We don't share a yard, but you know, there's no fence between the yards. So anyway, sorry about that. So speaking of Dipjip, her alleged baby, the baby she supposedly wanted to make a threat against, and all of that, y'all take a look at this. So this brings us into our next video that we're going to talk about, which is the Harris family and Allanah Harris and Brock Harris, which are a husband and wife. But this was an article which we'll be going over in our next video about them saving some people from a rip at the beach, at a local beach. So y'all just take a look at this. And right there at the top it says pregnant woman and her husband open up about their heartbreak after charging into wild surf to save a young boy trapped in a rip at a popular tourist beach before 2 bodies are pulled from the water. And then you can see here we're straight out of context. Put on the screen, do we think she got a taste of fame, then turned evil? Like, that's what she posted. Like, what do y'all think? What are y'all's comments and stuff like that about it? Because, again, like we said, we're working on a video that we're going to be doing talking about the Harris family, and we're only going to be scratching the surface in that next video. And then we're going to be digging in deeper and deeper into the whole situation of her poisoning her daughter with benzodiazepines to the point where this baby was just completely unconscious. It's so sad. This was her, Allanah Harris, at a church where she was claiming that she had kidney failure and was waiting on a kidney transplant and was having to do dialysis. And she was showing pictures of herself with a needle. Well, not herself with a needle, but she was showing a needle. Look. So she was showing this picture, not herself in it or anything like that, but just this picture. She was showing it. But dialysis is where you get a port put in you, and then you have to go in, depending on how bad your kidney disease is. You have to go in every couple of days, every 3 days, every 2 days to every 3 days, something like that usually. And what it does basically is just it removes like all the toxins and waste and excess fluid, stuff like that from the blood, because that's what the kidneys do. That's what your kidneys are supposed to do. And when they can no longer do that, then they have to hook you up to this machine that does it for you. And they take your, they'll like pump fluid into your stomach, which, brings the waste and stuff out. It brings the waste in your blood out, and then the machine basically cleans your blood and then pumps it back into you. But again, in our next video, we'll be going over that, and we'll be going over the first time she was ever in the news, basically, which was when her and her husband, dove into the water to save some people from drowning that had gotten pulled into the rip at the beach, at a local tourist beach or whatever. We're going to go over that article, and we're also going to be mainly going over and talking about what she has done to her baby. And again, comparing like a little bit, the first video anyway, comparing a little bit how her story actually could be compared to Gypsy's story. So, because a lot of people think, well, Gypsy didn't go through abuse, which, she didn't, not like this little girl or anything like that. But, so it can't be compared, because this little girl, Daisy, which is Alannah's child, actually did go through abuse, and she did. There's proof of it. But Brock has put out statements against Allanah, which is her husband, all of that. So we're going to go over that in our next video. So anyway, we hope you all enjoyed this video. And we hope y'all will enjoy the video that we're working on about the Harris family, as well as the video we have been promising that we truly apologize for. But again, we're going to get all of it posted up like this week and over Thanksgiving and stuff, about the true crime story that was somebody that we knew very well that committed this heinous crime. You know, we are going to be posting that this week and stuff and over Thanksgiving and all, and getting these videos done so that we can get them posted. So again, leave us your thoughts and comments about the Harris family, about everything we've talked about in this video, what y'all think, you know, the whole chest situation and trying to say Nina made them bigger, and when I really don't think that she did that.
No.
Because like we said, even if she did, the original picture is still inappropriate regardless.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. But anyway, we hope y'all enjoyed this video, and we will see y'all in the next one, and we hope y'all have a good night and God bless.
Have a good night. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.